We're back up here to the gorge at Oxy Ridge, Labor Day weekend, and this place is packed. We're hoping most of these are just day hikers. We're gonna go look for a camp spot. It's 2 o'clock, so we're gonna get an early start, try to get a camp spot picked out and lay claim to it before anybody else does. So we're gonna head back out the Oxy Ridge Trail on the gravel road section, out toward Star Gap Arch. And we're just gonna try to find some camp spot right quick, not do a lot of hiking, get our camp set up, get the hammock set up, collect some firewood, and just loaf, not put in a lot of miles. At least that's the plan. This is the campsite we stayed at last time. We're going to see if there's anybody here. And then I'm thinking we're going to head on up the hill. There's another campsite we might check out. This is a pretty good one. I think most of these people up here right now at 2 o'clock are day hikers. Yeah, this is the one we were at last time. Pretty good campsite. See, we were all right in here, and then it's got this area over here too, and then it even goes on back on the ridge, and there's another one. All right, here's the alternative campsite. Which one you like better?
I like that other one better.
You like the other one better?
You?
I don't know, I don't care.
Let's see, you got that. This one is a little bit more clear, isn't it?
It's up to you. So we're at camp and we're getting our hammocks all set up. Check out this gear hanger that I made. I showed it to you in the shop, I think, on one video, but here it is in the field. So the way I got it set up, it's kind of backwards actually. I meant to set this end down at the other end where my hammock's attached. And then, like if it was going to rain, then all I'd have to do is take this end loose and swing it over to this tree, and that would put it underneath my tarp. But it's not going to rain tonight, so it's no big deal. Plus it gives me a little more room. Daybo's getting his set up over here. See if I can swing around and get a shot. Looking good, Daybo.
It's coming along.
Yeah. So he's got all his gear laid out here so you can see, you know, work off the ground, keep the critters from getting at it. Creepy crawlies. We're gonna try out these poncho liners, these Army poncho liners as underquilts, just to add a little more warmth tonight. It's supposed to get down. What's the temperature supposed to be tonight?
Huh?
What's the temperature supposed to be tonight?
58 to 59.
58, 59, 60 degrees or so. So we're thinking we're gonna rig these up to hang underneath the bottom of our hammocks to try to keep a little bit of the, when the air blows through, it's like convection cooling, try to trap a little warm air. Plus we have some liners to lay on in our sleeping bags, so I'm sure we'll be fine, but it's something to play with. And it's only like 3:20, so we're finally getting a chance to kind of rig our hammocks and play with them a little bit and get them adjusted and get comfortable with setting them up. So a lot of fun. So we've got, cut my head off. We got camp set up, and now I got my gloves on. We'll gather some firewood. I always like to use gloves because I don't like to get poison ivy on me. One of the tricks for gathering firewood, we always like to keep our eyes peeled. Make sure that when we reach down in the brush, we don't reach down on a snake, because they're known to be in this area. We have actually witnessed them in this area. Not this particular area, but definitely in the gorge. So we'll start out, do the whole small sticks, break them up. Generally don't do leaves. Small sticks, a little bigger, a little bigger, a little bigger, and work our way up. I always want to get that stuff ready before it gets dark, because it's always a pain to try to go around with a headlamp looking for firewood, and it's a little dangerous to be doing that. You don't want to step off the edge and fall to your death. Camp chore. And it seems like it doesn't matter how much wood you prepare and gather, never enough. So I'm kind of thinking, when we say we got enough, probably need to collect about 5 times more. What do you think? Sound about right?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Amazing. Everybody that camps here and there's still plenty of wood.
I know. I guess all this dead wood just falls out of the trees and what have you. So let me show you what we're doing here. Show what I'm doing. Alright, so there's our little fire ring. It was over here in between our hammocks, and we didn't like that idea, so we moved it over here. And we've got a pretty good stack of wood here we can pull out. There's actually was a little fire ring here, and there's one over there, so it's kind of a nice little open area. There's more down wood back up in here. Debo's putting his tarp on. Just knocked the sun down. That's kind of what I did. I've got a little slack line in it here. I need to find me a way to pull it on over. But look at the shade that throws off. Look what a nice area. We're experimenting here a little bit too with underquilts. We got a couple of these Army poncho liners. We got them rigged up to hang underneath our hammock. So when you lay down in the hammock, you mush down kind of against the insulation. That's kind of cool. Here's a little gear hanger. Something on my head here. Hold on. Big old bug on my head. Big old bug. Being attacked over here. So here's the gear hanger. I showed this at the shop. I'm really pretty happy with it. I chose to go with the carabiners, little S hooks. And the reason I decided to do that is I didn't want to have, you know, a sharp hook hanging here, which would have been okay. But I could take these off and use them for rigging. And that's what I did here. So I've got this one. Something's still in my head. I've got this one that's actually rigged up the underquilt. And then down here on the other end, I did the same thing right here. Let's see if we can see it. So right here it's tied, and there's another little S-beaner, and that's what's got the underquilt rigged. So, you know, it's nice to have some of that stuff with you. You can do some extra rigging with. It's a really cool campsite. Go over and look around a little bit. Probably hang our food. Probably hang our food between this tree and, let's see, let me point to it, and this tree. So what I'll probably do is throw a line either over this limb, or actually this one looks better. This limb here looks a little strong. So I'll throw a line over that limb, come back down, hook it to the bag, hook the carabiner back to the line too, and then when I pull it, it'll kind of trolley up the line. Then I can tie it off over here, and what that causes, or what that allows to happen, is that the bag of food is not close to the tree. So an animal is not able to climb the tree and grab our food, because the food will be hanging out here. So an animal can't climb the tree like a raccoon, or, you know, there's some bears in this area, I guess, or I've not heard of any here lately, but if there were, possum, whatever, it can't climb up there and eat all our food. Also, it's going to be about 12 feet off the ground, so if an animal can reach it 12 feet off the ground, I don't need to be out here camping. Anyway, that's the idea. Rambling a little bit. Just beautiful back in here. Now this trail here, and I think this one comes back together with this one. They'll go out to a point. It's very exposed. There's a campsite out there. The view is not that great, so we like camping in the woods, so that's why we stayed here. Here we are.
I got some bug spray if you want some.
Okay, I'm good.
I got this thing if you want it.
I'm gonna video. Huh?
You want to string it around a tree or something later? Or that?
Gear ties?
I don't know what it is.
I think it is. I bought some of them. They're pretty nice. Give you a tour of my sleeping arrangements here. So there's what it looks like inside the hammock. Sleeping bag and towel, flashlight. Got my fleece, phone charger. This pull out right here, you can see that it goes up to the net. It just holds the net off my face. Here's a view from underneath looking out. Pretty cool. Over here's Daybo's rig. He's like, get that out of my face.
Be sure to edit that out.
Yeah, get that out of my face. Here's his setup. Check this out. That's a cool angle right there. Beautiful back here in the woods. So we ate, had our meal. Here's Daybo's little cook kit. Here's my pile cook kit. I had a I had a big can of soup. Big can of Campbell's soup. Super easy to bring, just a little heavy. Daybo had pasta sides, just like Alfredo, creamy Parmesan. We got our fire ready. some firewood and bigger and bigger and bigger all the way up. We got to cut a little bit of that up. That's pretty much it. It's just a bunch of chilling out, hanging out, eating. It's 5:15. It's real quiet. Hey, this is Steve Gullett. We're going to do our 22 push-ups again. We're doing 22 push-ups a day for 22 days to raise awareness for the 22 combat veterans that are committing suicide daily. So we're out camping at Red River Gorge. Got our campsite all set up, and it's about 7:15, starting to get dark, so I'm going to do my push-ups. There's 22. Do an extra one, just in case. All right, so I'm going to nominate Shannon Denniston. Brother, you're up. Do 22 push-ups a day. Video your push-ups, put them online, ask your friends to share it to raise awareness for the 22 veterans that are committing suicide. Thanks. Pretty dark.
It's too dark.
What you having there, Dabo?
Cooking little noodles.
Awesome. I've got my little fire going over here. Ramen noodles. Got us our campfire ready. I think we got enough wood to hold us 20 minutes or so. Yeah, I think that'll work. Kind of dark out here. It's dark and I cannot lie. Little ramen noodle around the camp. Little Vargo stove, got a little fire going in there. See there? Yep, a little fire going.